Welcome, everybody. Welcome to a very special Mason Effect episode. We have a couple topics to talk about. I'm here joined with my co-host Lennon's Kitchen. Say hi.
Hola, burros and burras! What's up, guys? And before we get started, guys, I just want to say one thing for sure, okay? If you look to your left there,
Yes, I know.
if you look to your left there, you will just find out that this dude right here admitted last night to me that
Oh
he
boy,
is
boy, you better
90%
stop.
retarded.
Shut up. Do I have to mute you? No,
So now
anyway, that's Lennon's Kitchen over there. On the bottom of me is iPokes. Say hi, iPokes.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
iPokes is one of our new co-hosts, and he
yeah,
got pretty familiar with the first stream, so this one is going to probably be more right up his alley.
yes. And,
Yup.
and guys, I'm going to go ahead and begin with 5 minutes of news, so let's get started. So we do want to address something that happened last night. You guys, if you probably have heard of the skits that were done on Saturday Night Live of a certain Supreme Court justice judge, well, Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away last night at the age of 87 due to cancer.
Man, I heard about that. It's all over the news. It's the big talk right now.
She actually was the longest running Supreme Court justice judge that fought for equality and a lot of other stuff.
Damn.
Jeez, man. And I thought it was COVID, to be honest, but I thought you were gonna die from COVID because COVID cases, but cancer, shit.
Oh no,
It's actually pretty weird hearing that. It's actually. I'm not gonna lie. This sounds wrong, but it's kind of really weird hearing someone die from cancer when COVID's been the biggest death of this year.
well, here's the thing, Mason. That she's had a history of being in and out of the hospital and in and out, and in and out of the bench.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
But okay. I have had family member. Okay, my grandpa. Okay, I've actually had family members of cancer. My grandpa and
Mhm.
my okay, I think I think it was great grandpa. I'm gonna call him great grandpa and grandpa because one of them I know died from brain cancer. The other one died from colon cancer. So I have experience with family members passing away from cancer.
Yes.
Um, Now I'm not much into politics, but I do send my condolences to this person's family and friends and everything.
Oh yes, definitely. Yes.
So
May she rest in
that
peace.
is probably one of the biggest topics right now. Everyone's talking about it. So
Hmm. Yeah, and she was well known for a lot of things.
yeah.
All right, now
Switching gears.
switch. Now hold on. I'm not done yet.
I know. When we're not done yet. We're switching gears on to more current news.
All right, it's no current news. Okay, so for those of you that are using TikTok, today is your last day to either update the app or download the app for all you new TikTok wannabe people. Because as of tomorrow, okay, the president has issued the executive order for Apple and Google to take down the app. Now, for those people that are current users such as yours truly, me, we can still use the app because we'll still have access to the app. But for new users, as of tomorrow, you won't be able to do that. And they have until November the 12th in order to come to sign the deal to finalize it with Oracle. Otherwise, bye bye TikTok.
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest here. So, I was watching Keemstar talk about this, and he actually made a pretty good point. Okay, so we have already had two other apps taken off the App Store that being Flappy Bird and was Fortnite. Now, here's the kind of the funny question. Now, if you still own the app, of course, you can still now if you own the app, you can still use the app. However, the only problem now, and our YouTuber kind of explained this in a better way. If you after tomorrow, the app will not be. If you have the app, it will not delete off your phone. However, it will stop receiving updates completely.
Yes.
Basically, making the app completely unstable and just so whatever bugs that are on the app will stay. Whatever glitches that break the app will stay. So basically, you will not be able to update that app from now if you still have it. Now, people who do not have it on their phone cannot download anymore. However, I have had TikTok before, I deleted it because I wasn't really a fan of it. But I can still probably now. I don't think I can still download it from the cloud, but if you have that app on your phone, now Keemstar came up with a pretty funny thing. You know, there are people still out there that have Flappy Bird on their phone, and people were selling that phone for like a lot of money. So could you just imagine if, okay, take for example, Fortnite's off the App Store, right?
Mhm.
What if you had a phone with Fortnite, TikTok, and Flappy Bird all at once on your phone? Imagine selling that stuff on eBay for like 11 grand. Because people would be like in
Oh my
demand
God.
of like, I need TikTok, because they can't download it anymore. So Keemstar
Yeah.
kind of came up with a really, really funny, good point. It's like, how much are people gonna sell their iPhones that still have TikTok like 15 like months later? You know what I mean?
Man, Mason, if you would have had TikTok, oh, you would have grown.
The thing is, I did use TikTok a little bit, but I just all I saw from it is just using I understand I see your TikToks and I understand what you do for it for updates and I understand that. But when I first got TikTok, all I saw TikTok was making was it voiceovers and
Voiceovers and stuff.
and stuff, and that's why I deleted TikTok because I did also use it for memes, but I didn't really see a purpose to use it as a social media platform to update my user base because at the time I wasn't big into my channel.
Yeah.
But, however, when we get big enough, I promise you, I will start devoting a page for my community, okay?
All right. That's good.
Now, I know I don't have a big community right now, but when we get to that point, I will make sure I can devote some place for you guys. And this is for everyone who's watching. I will make sure to devote a place for you guys to be able to get updated on any upload. That way you guys don't miss a single thing.
Every dollar, guys, will help this important cause.
But I'll let you guys know on that. But my experience with TikTok was just
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest. I probably would rightfully get canceled for the stuff I posted on my TikTok when I was in high school.
Yeah, probably because let me tell y'all something. This boy has a potty mouth.
No, it's not. No, it's not that. No, it's just I posted the most cringe shit you ever seen.
Oh yeah, well,
Like,
Oh, God.
okay. First off, let's start my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be honest. Like, you guys should have seen my shit I posted around 2012 to 2014 when I first started this channel. Because I'm gonna be honest. I'm so glad I deleted it because I'm gonna be honest.
Go ahead.
I love Deku, but if Deku saw what I posted back in 2012, he would be able to roast the fuck out of me for it.
Oh, everybody would.
Oh, everyone. I mean, everyone, not just Deku. I mean, Leon. I used to post the most cringiest stuff, and I have no idea why.
Yeah.
So, that's why I deleted TikTok. Nothing about you, Deku. You're a cool dude, but it's like, you'd have a field day if you saw what I did back in my old channel. What I did in my channel, man. I'll just tell you one of them. All right, I'll tell you guys one of them. Just for laughs. I tried to make a like a Call of Duty zombie video with it was a pretty neat gun effect editor, but the problem was me and my one friend I used to have, we didn't have we didn't have actors, so it was just me and him filming, like literally chasing each other, pretending to be zombies, and just pretending to shoot each other. And I'm gonna be completely honest, it was probably the most cringe video I ever made, because it's just literally me running back and forth. I don't know, dude. It was weird. It was cringy, and I swear I would get I would get rightfully canceled for it. So I'm glad I deleted it.
Oh wow.
I also used to post Talking Tom videos, and that was cringy as hell too.
Oh, Talking Tom. Oh, that show is awesome. I'm sorry.
I used to I don't know why, dude. Like I wasn't really like into YouTube much. So was the same thing with TikTok. I make cringy stuff too.
I was, and now they have Talking Angela.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Oh God.
I don't
Alright.
know why, but I used to. All right, but anyway.
Anyways, a quick update, guys. We are actually from the weather service. There's a few other storms. Actually, fun fact here. There are 4 more storms that will complete the alphabet.
Complete the alphabet.
Mhm.
The day I see Hurricane Mason is the day I change my name.
No, we're
I hope
keeping
not.
your name. We're keeping
I
your name
hope not.
to embarrass
I hope
you.
not. I really hope. That's my fear. It's like the Hurricane's my name, and it's like, and then everyone will be able to roast the hell out of me.
Anyways, guys, that is your 5 minutes of news. Anyways, so guys, we are going to talk about something very interesting today. What are your childhood favorite games?
As you can see from the thumbnail, many people probably will know this game. Some people won't. The reason why I bring this game up in the thumbnail, now, first off, Ubisoft announced a prequel, well, pretty much a successor to Steep, called Riders Republic. And Riders Republic will be featuring, of course, the skis, snowboard, wingsuit, and rocket suit. However, one of the newest additions to the game is mountain biking, freestyle, meaning you have many choices of mountain bikes to use. And one of my childhood games I used to play a lot as a kid was Downhill Domination. Now, for all of you who do not know what Downhill Domination is basically like think of it as SSX. It has that goofiness of SSX with an emphasis on using tricks to gain as much points and also using combat to win the race. The game features a lot of tracks, including free ride tracks, MX tracks, which are smaller versions of technical tracks, and then technical tracks featuring semi-real, like real locations, but more fictional. Because there is one level where you literally race in a fictional Salt City, USA. So it's more of a fictional kind of city, but they do offer the thing that the game really has is they have, of course, pro riders, and they actually have licensed bikes in the game. Everything from Mongoose to Trek. This was one of my favorite childhood games, and I really want to showcase it here on as the thumbnail, because Riders Republic to me is pretty much almost very close to Downhill Domination, because this, as I seen the trailer, you got like 30, 40 racers on the trailer going down a hill. That's kind of what Downhill Domination was. You had like 10 to 12 racers, and y'all be bombing down a hill, and it was just so much fun. There also is in the game. Now, the game soundtrack is absolutely really good, featuring songs like they got Slipknot, they got Pod, and what's the other one? They got I can't remember some of them because it's like I do love soundtrack. I just can't think of it right now. But it had really good songs. really good characters. All they had, what is it, 6 or something characters, 6 original characters of their own bios and their own stats. So you also were able to upgrade and customize your bike. Not that much though, but you're able to upgrade the tires, the suspension, and the body type. The other thing about this game is it had power-ups hidden around scattered around the levels. Some of them refilling your stamina, others giving you a speed boost, some of them filling up your trick meter, and some of them giving you random weapons. Like, for example, you could punch and kick other riders. You could have water balls and literally throw them at other riders. My favorite thing to do was to try to trick shot other riders while doing backflips. And you can also use a stick, which is pretty funny. The game had a really big emphasis on combat and tricking. So, as you battle down the mountain, you basically have to fight your way to the finish line. It was one of my favorite games, and I really wish this game would come back as a remake. But I'm pretty sure the original developers are probably not here anymore. It was developed by Insomniac Games, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I just played it like 30 minutes ago. It was the intro was my childhood because it has Saliva. You heard the band Saliva. However, the intro is pretty weird because I'm not joking when I wish I could show this, but I get taken down for copyright. But the intro shows a baby on like a crib, and dangling instead of like those little dangle things that they make the little noise for the kid so it goes to sleep. Instead of like moons or stars, it was literally pieces of like, okay, you know how a bike has a chain and all this stuff and the little clockwork little thing on the bike? Yeah, that was dangling over the baby instead, and it was really weird. It was probably the weirdest intro, but most of the intros showed pro riders doing all their stuff, including doing backflips over helicopters and head banging to Saliva. Your Disease. That is my favorite song. But that is one of the highlights of the stream of my childhood games. I'll go to you, iPokes, because we'll kind of go all around and talk about each game we had childhood memories with. But that's one of them I want to showcase. So, iPokes, you have the floor.
This is public, right, Mason?
Alrighty.
Yeah, this is public.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, one of my favorite childhood games. Well, these childhood games are because I had a Nintendo 3DS when I was growing up, and yeah, and what I have to go in a little bit because I'm gonna eat dinner. But one of my favorite games was Super Mario 3D Land while growing up. I actually almost beat that game, I believe.
Yeah, you told me about the All Stars 3D All Stars.
Yeah. That game ain't on that.
You know what's weird too is that I watched a video about it and they made a good point. Where's Super Mario Galaxy 2? Because they featured Super Mario Galaxy 1, but what about the sequel?
Exactly. It's like, come on.
Okay, cool. Alright, fine. They showcase Super Mario 64, but most people you can get Super Mario 64 pretty easily. Okay, fine. At least they represented it. Yes, they represented Super Mario Sunshine. Yes, that was a good one. But there's also Super Mario Galaxy 2, and the one you just mentioned is just as well. So they're kind of forgetting some of the other 3D games.
Yeah, no. I guess I can say they're also forgetting 3D World and Odyssey 2, but those are already on the Switch because Mario 3D World got revealed.
What they really should have done, to be honest, is okay, some people still probably don't have never played Odyssey and the other ones. They should have just made it a whole big bundle, like
With like all the Mario
all
games.
the 3D games. Okay, all of them. Okay, because I just feel like, and then the fact that it's a limited release kind of makes no sense.
Cause Super Mario All Stars from like the Super Nintendo was bundled on like Super Nintendos back in the 90s.
Exactly. So it's like I get it that you could say these games are the all stars of the games, but it would make more sense if you just put in the whole trilogy of the 3D Mario games.
Yeah.
It just wouldn't make sense.
Mhm.
But that's Nintendo's thing, I'm actually kind of glad though. I hope this is the last time they do limited releases because that's kind of stupid. Like, could you
Yeah.
imagine if Demon Souls remake was a limited release?
I know, right?
It's like, what the hell? Anyway, you got any more childhood games?
Nah, I have to go.
Oh, okay.
But I can talk about more of them when I get back.
All right, man. We'll be here, so if you want to pop in, you can.
You can eat on the stream too.
I have eaten on the stream. This is my stream. Lennon, I'm gonna go to you. I know you don't have much experience in games, but just give me your best experience in some games you pretty much picked up.
Oh, excuse me. Hold up, boy. You're talking to a boy. You're talking to the hold up. Excuse me, sir, but did you just say I don't have enough any experience in games?
Excuse me, sir. Don't make me excuse you. But no, dude, hey, look. I love messing with you.
Excuse me, sir.
Stop it. You're gonna get the racist haircut on here, and then I'm not gonna. Yeah, God. I don't want to think about it.
Whatever. Anyways, hey, it's your channel. You clean it up, boy. Ladies, free hoes.
All right, talk about game.
Hey. All right. Anyways, so yeah, let's start off with what I really liked a long time ago. Anybody remember the 64? You guys remember Super Mario Bros?
Yes. The original.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I have seen the original.
Oh, that was my favorite game of all time.
As a matter of fact, if correct me if I'm wrong, but I have the NES Classic. I bought one of those. I don't know why. I don't really play that much. The original Super Mario Bros. Is on the NES Classic.
Mm.
The original.
Yes. And then of course I remember when we got the regular PlayStation, the original one, the gray one.
I still have the original PlayStation, man.
You remember the demo? You remember the demo CD that it came with, right?
Oh my God, PlayStation Underground. I did not experience PlayStation Underground, but I do remember people you could like get handed out demos, CDs, stuff like that.
Well, Spyro the Dragon, the original, was my favorite one.
Still got my original PlayStation. Well, this is not my original one.
Yeah.
My other one, but this is one I bought at the game store.
What don't
This
you break?
one is actually previously been fixed. So, because the disc reader went out. So this one has been tampered with to be fixed. So I wouldn't say it's a original.
Ladies, do me a favor. If you can, if one of y'all can create a GoFundMe for this poor man right here, we can fix this dilemma.
Dude, it's fixed already. I'm just. When you talking, it's fixed. However, yes, I still have an original PlayStation. I do have a PlayStation 2. That's what I have for the background music right here. It's actually This one is actually the original model PlayStation 2, so it's the SCH 30,001. This was the original model that released in North America in 2000.
Uh-huh.
However, the only downside to owning that version is that version had slow load times on discs and had a little bit of faulty design on it, but it's still running. A friend of mine gave it to me because they didn't want it anymore. And I couldn't find any good PS2s anywhere around that weren't broke, so that's what I have.
Like they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, but that PS2 I have right now is what I have. I did have a PS3, the original one, but that one bricked itself, so I can't play PlayStation 2 games on that upscaled. So
That's true. So then after I fell so much in love with Spyro in that little PlayStation demonstration CD thing, the Spyro the dragon, that I ended up getting a separate Spyro the Dragon CD.
I guess I was introduced. My parents introduced me to Spyro when I was a kid, so that was my childhood game right there. That is one of my childhood games. As a matter of fact, I have the trilogy, and I do need to complete the second game because I did play the second game. However, I absolutely love the remake that they brought out with Spyro. Oh my gosh, I was playing the shit out of that fucking remake with the first game. Oh my god. There was so much love put into it. So many memories, man. I had so much fun playing that Spyro game.
Flashback.
Getting to play it again on PlayStation 4. Hell yes, that is so much fun. So, I may, what I might do is I'll see about re-downloading it, and I'll stream me playing the second game and finishing that one up, and then trying to finish the third one because I've been slacking a little bit, but I have completed the first game, and oh my gosh, it was so much fun.
That's awesome.
I find it funny how the second game, I still remember how hard some of the challenges were.
Wow, that's crazy. Then I stopped liking it after they made it more realistic. I was like, nah.
Oh, you mean when they went to the Spyro, the legend?
Yes, and all that stuff.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember what Spyro was, but Legend of Spyro was. But I absolutely loved one of them. I can't remember the title of it, but it's on PS2. And then this Spyro one, Spyro learns different elements of power that you can use. That was one of my favorites.
Oh wow. Let me see what else. Okay, so then when my nephew was little, he got me hooked onto his TV plug-in Pac-Man game. The plug and play.
Yeah, I played those Pac-Man games, man. Especially the Namco Museum disc I had for PS1.
My favorite one was Space Op.
Yeah, I remember I used to kind of struggle with Pac-Man trying to beat all the levels, but it's a classic and it's always good to play.
My favorite one was the Pac-Man where it's all about food.
Oh yeah.
The tomatoes is the first one.
Oh god.
Lennon, why'd you bring that up? Because I can.
My gosh. Anyway.
Yeah. And then my other favorite one was the one that I struggled with the most on that plug and play game was the car maze.
Oh, okay. I haven't had much experience with plug and play game consoles, really. I have mostly stick most of myself into the PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2.
Ooh, and then also too, my nephew also got me hooked on. I haven't played it lately, but when it first came out, Angry Birds,
Yeah, I remember playing that. I remember playing the heck out of that when I
the
was.
first one. My
Yeah, sure.
favorite one's the exploding bird that goes. "Whee!"
Yeah, I remember playing the
The
heck out of that.
blackbird. Oh, and my favorite one, my favorite part in that game too was when the birds would go, "Oh."
You know, I even remember my grandma had an iPod, not iPod, iPad, and I would just play the crap out of that game when I was like 12 or 11, something like that. And I was just addicted to that game.
Yeah.
Not as addicted to it now anymore. I don't really care for Angry Birds anymore, but I used to love the heck out of it when I was younger.
Yeah, and then I liked Dragon Roll for a while,
Yeah,
and then Fruit Roll.
yeah. Fruit Ninja was another one I heard about, but
So, yeah.
I never really got into that one. I wasn't really the only mobile games I was really into was pretty much Angry Birds and what was this? Kick the Buddy, that one where you literally you have that ragdoll guy and you can beat the crap out of him. And then the ragdoll games is something I loved as a kid.
And then of course the other one too that was my favorite was I had a cooking game that I liked so much. I forgot what it was called, but there was a cooking game.
I remember my first PC game. I remember. Oh, oh, you know what?
Mm.
Oh, now I got something perfect. Speaking of PC games, when I was a kid, um, my mom would let me use the computer,
hmm
and some of my favorite PC games I had, well, a couple.
Who? First of all, let me ask you these two questions. Who remembers the Fribble Shop?
The what?
The Fribble Shop.
Hmm.
It's that game where you have a door and you have a little gift shop, and it tells you to buy certain things. It's called the Fribble Shop.
No, I don't remember those because I was only really limited in knowing my most PC games as a kid.
It was a part of this game called this CD-ROM called Thinking Things.
Hmm. Here, let me tell you the games I played when I was a kid on the PC I used to have, and I wish I could play them again. Um, one of them, one of them was a Play-Doh game where you basically live in a Play-Doh town and stuff like that. It was one of my favorites to play as a little kid. That was one of my favorite Play-Doh games. And then another one was a Tonka truck game.
Oh yes! Oh Mason! Oh my goodness! I was so into that. The tractor.
Especially, I'm not sure because this was such a long time ago. There was a Tonka space game,
mm.
I think. I'm not sure, but I remember playing this Tonka space game, and it was one of my favorites. It's one of my favorites to play, but not just the Tonka game was one of my favorites. Now, all right, this is where things are gonna go south because I know a lot of people are gonna like this, but I used to actually have big rigs over the road racing, and I know as a kid when I played that game, I didn't think to myself that this game was such an unfinished, broken game. But as a kid, I loved the heck out of it.
That's weird. You're not getting any chats, Mason.
Yeah, I'm not getting much people watching. I don't know. It just happens usually.
Okay. Anyways, go on. Sorry.
But I had the original big rigs over road racing. I remember playing the crap out of that game, even though the entire game was a lie, telling you that you would be chased by cops and have to deliver loads. Yeah, it was just the entire lie of a game.
Oh
I
wow.
still loved it. I still loved it as a kid. Now looking at it as an adult, I'm like, what the heck? Why did I play this?
Yeah.
And then
Oh my.
pretty much that was pretty much me for PC games. I only got into PC games later on when I was in high school. So like Gary's Mod and stuff like that. I don't have a good PC, so I don't have much experience in playing most PC games like now. But I was mainly dragged into mostly PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. Um, I never had the chance to get an Xbox as a kid. I did have friends who had Xboxes. I used to play them. But now that I do have an Xbox, I have both Xbox 360 and the Xbox One. Um, Trials HD is what got me into Xbox. So that's another one of my childhood because that was one of my favorite games. But
Mm.
I think, all right, let's go back to PS2 because that's one of my other favorite, or had most of my childhood games. So another one of my favorite games, and this is something I used to enjoy a lot when I was a kid. Something that's not as good as anymore, but I used to love the EA Sports games, but especially the NASCAR games.
Ah.
NASCAR Thunder 2003 and NASCAR 2005 Race for the Cup. I have both of those games, and both those games are amazing.
Mm.
Those were my favorite. Those are when EA actually took actual pride in their games. Didn't regurgitate the same sports game over and over.
Yeah, and honestly too, Mason. Good point because I also enjoyed car racing games when they included it in that demo package.
Yeah, they I have played a lot of racing games as a kid, especially the test drive games, Need for Speed, and Gran Turismo.
Hmm.
My first experience was with Gran Turismo 4, and that was one of my all-time favorites. Still is. That's why I'm really excited for Gran Turismo 7 because they're bringing back the original career mode with the GT Town and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, that's gonna be so fun.
Hmm. And let's see what else. Trying to think. Oh man. Okay, so who remembers Solitaire?
Yeah, I heard of Solitaire.
Oh, how about this, Mason? Uh, do you remember playing PC games in school
Hmm.
for class?
Oh, you mean like the cool math games and stuff like that?
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes. I remember when they used to have that, and then they decided to ban it. I guess because they're stupid. Would you ban the cool math games because they're not educational? What?
Well, for me, I was in a special education program, so we oh, okay. For math class in sixth grade, we used to play this thing called Mighty Math Calculating Crew, or Mighty Math Number Heroes, and then Mighty Math Calculating Crew.
Jeez, man. Um, I'm gonna throw this out here too because this counts as my childhood games. But I used to have a freaking Leapster, and oh my god, I'm gonna be honest. Yes, while the games were learning games, oh my god, were they fun! They had a racing game, and that was pretty much the only way for my mom to get me to play the Leapster is that they had this racing game. It was so fun, dude. It was like Mario Kart.
Mm.
But Leapster, I'm gonna be honest. I really, I wouldn't mind buying a Leapster again and revisiting some of those old games I used to play. Yeah, it's kind of cringy realizing it was just used. It was just for me to try to learn math and stuff like that. But damn, are the game's actually pretty fun. Man, I know I would do anything to play that original Tonka truck game on PC, and You know what's? Here's the sad thing.
Uh-huh.
I remember playing those games. I remember some of the gameplay, but I can't remember what the games were called. Like legit. Like I don't remember actually the title of the game. I don't remember what the cover art looks like. I don't remember any of that, but I do remember the gameplay. It's kind of like okay. I'm gonna point it like this. It sounds like the Mandela effect. It sounds like for me. It sounds like I know these games exist, but it feels like they don't exist. It feels like I'm the only one who knows these games. Some of these games.
Uh,
And you know what's funny? I feel like if I was to ever play them again, I don't know. I wonder if I'll ever feel to get nostalgia playing them again, or they just won't feel the same as an adult.
exactly, yeah. And not only games in general, like even it doesn't have to be games. We can even talk about toys that we used to play as a child.
Yeah, I mean, I played with like action figures and wrestlers, but I don't think. I mean, I have a lot of fun with those, but video games is what really inspired me, kind of like to go kind of play my toys too.
Oh my god, I remember this old saying in elementary school and in school period. Don't take out your Game Boy, or you're gonna get it taken off.
Yeah, man. Matter of fact, I actually have a game that's called 4x4 or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I bought it recently because I actually found it in the store, right? And I was like, oh wait, I remember this game. And playing it now, I, it, I mean, I still have nostalgia for it, but it just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel the
Nah.
same as it used to.
Mm.
It's
Yeah,
just
it's
the games I actively played a lot. I can understand and still play them, but the games I did have nostalgia for as a kid, but never played that much. And then going back to play them, it's like, oh my gosh, what?
yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, and not only that, like I remember before Game Boys became like touchscreen and flat screen or whatever. I remember those gaming systems that had 3 buttons.
Oh, your audio cut out.
Oh, can you hear me?
Oh no, I can hear.
I remember before Game Boys became like 3DS and stuff. Before they became like touchscreen and whatever a touchpad. I remember the back in elementary school when the game had a plus and a minus sign.
You know what? I just thought of something that's actually a pretty good idea. On topic with the childhood games. Okay, let's talk about parts in the game that we enjoyed as a kid, but parts of the game that has left a effect on us as a kid. And I'm talking about like things that have scared us or frightened us or just left an impact on us permanently.
Oh wow!
I think that's a good thing to talk about. How about you start? Because I'm about to show mine, but I want you to talk about your game, childhood game that you felt like scared you or something you just never will forget or just even today when you play it, you just still have that same feeling.
Well, going back to that, when I got the CD of Spyro the Dragon, like the actual game for that original PlayStation, I think my most the part that made me laugh was when you would bump into those little elf things, those little leprechaun things, and they turn into
Yes.
clocks. And then I guess the part that kind of scared me was when the little creatures would come after you.
Hold on, let me get to the part I'm gonna show on camera real quick. Give me a sec. I'm gonna go further on depth on this in a later video, but one of as as I have in the background, Sky Odyssey in the background.
Mhm.
One of the levels that always has impacted me a lot as a child, especially, and I
Mhm.
still have. I'll talk more about this when I get to it on my video, on my Sky Odyssey video, but I just want to talk a little bit about it. So hold on, let me set something back up.
Okay, let me see. Because I'm actually.
All right, so now that we got the camera,
Yeah.
so this mission, the Ancient Forest on Sky Odyssey, I will be talking more in depth about this mission. But
Mhm.
I just want you guys to hear the background of this mission real quick because this may sum up my kind of fear I used to have as a kid when I played this one mission.
Mhm.
All right, so here we go. I want you guys to listen to this.
This ancient forest is dense with mammoth trees towering to heights of 2,100 feet or more. There are stories of witches living among the trees. Witches or no witches, no one has ever seen the ruins which are said to lie deep in the forest.
With that just being said,
Wow,
with
that's
that just,
scary.
as a kid, yes, but this, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna leave this level later when I get to the recording process of recording this because I'm still in the works on my iSkies video, but
Mhm.
I'll have a lot to talk about this one single mission about this game. I love this mission, but as I'll get to it into my video later on, I will talk about how this single mission here is probably one of the most scariest and unsettling missions in this game. I even today when I have to play this mission to complete a part of the game, and I still feel as an adult uncomfortable when playing this one mission. I'll explain later in my video, but for right now, I just want to that just as on topic stuff that scared me a lot as a kid. That one
Mhm.
mission has always left a big impact on me. It's just this game is supposed to be like more of like a flying simulator and an action adventure flying somewhere, and it is that. It's really fun, but it's this one single mission. It turns the game around in 360, and it kind of becomes more of a Silent Hill game,
Oh wow,
to be
yeah.
honest. I'll go more in depth to that when I get to there.
Mhm.
Otherwise the screen black again? I just wanted to. I'll have to reset my PS2 probably. So
Uh-oh.
and the background. So,
Wow.
but yeah, that is something I will go in more depth into later on. But I just want to mention that is one of the levels that would scare me as a kid. Um, okay, I'll tell you this. As a kid, I used to really love the Wizard of Oz movies, especially
Ah.
the colored one. Especially the colored one. Well, I feel like the reason why this mission resonates with me so much as a kid is that because this mission reminds me so much of the forest from the Wizard of Oz, except take away the goofiness and fun, and instead you're left with just complete feeling that you're being watched and complete deadness of that forest. All I
Mm.
can say is that I'm going to talk a little bit more why this mission in my Sky Odyssey Why Should Be Remade video on why this mission I feel would be perfect to remake and fully go into the idea maybe what the developers are trying to do, because I feel like this mission really is this game's all about drama and complete utter putting you into the action.
Mhm.
And this one mission does a fantastic job of doing that. But I feel like its creepiness is something that just still today I can't get over it. It still sends chills down my spine every time I play that mission
Oh wow.
because
Damn.
it just. I'll talk to more about it later when I go in depth in it. And I just want to say that's on topic of that. That is one of the things in gaming that's always scared me as a child. I remember not being able to complete that mission completely because I would have to pause because I would just feel uncomfortable.
Wow.
But I will go more in depth how I was on later in my next video. But let me go back to the. There we go. Have that in the background. But I just wanted to mention that on the stream.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry, nothing broke.
You heard bottles, guys.
You heard what?
That was glass. That was a glass little cup.
He's
Dude.
drunk, guys.
Hold on.
How was dinner?
Oh, it was alright.
What'd you have?
I had meatballs with carrots and rice.
Ooh.
It's part of the HelloFresh lineup
Oh, nice.
of meals.
Okay, I'm back. I was pretty much talking about something I just brought up, but class childhood games. I just talked about this a little bit, so I'll inform you a little bit. But I kind of asked a question. There is about, even though we have our childhood games, what point of has there ever been a point in the game where it just completely scared you to the point where it's just left a mark on you even as an adult?
Not really, but like nowadays, it's like there's this like there's like multiple levels of like Super Mario World for like the Game Boy Advance that like I cannot beat.
Yeah, but it like my topic is like, okay, so what I kind of talked about just a little bit, and I showed it a little bit, and I'd probably go back, but I don't want my game to crash like it just did like that. But I'll just sum it up. So I will go more in depth in this on my Sky Odyssey video I'm making. But one of the levels in one of my favorite games, Sky Odyssey, is called the Ancient Forest, and so in this one level still creeps me out today. As a kid, this level made me feel very uncomfortable. Like I felt like I kind of showed the background of it, but basically what the background explaining is that the legend is in that forest there are witches that lie behind the sleeping trees of that forest. And as a kid, I used to believe that, and I don't believe it now, but I still feel like that level still creeps me out today. Like it's most unsettling, and the weirdest thing is that this is like a game that this like it has its dramatic moments, but this one level completely just still makes me unsettled. Like I feel like as I'm playing the level, I just feel like there's something out there, and it's going to just pop out of nowhere. I just feel like I'm being watched, and I remember as a kid I had to pause the game constantly because I couldn't handle playing that level. It was one of the levels that just freaked me out, and the best part is I'm gonna talk a good amount about that level when it comes to my video because honestly I feel like this level needs to be brought back in that game if it's ever remade, because I would love to be honest. I would love that level to be expanded on a way, because it is a fantastic level, but I feel it's creepy atmosphere in that level. While creepy, maybe they could not make it creepier, but I don't know, expand upon the level a bit. because I'll just say this level combines claustrophobia and complete, like, okay, the forest itself reminded me so much of the Wizard of Oz forest. As a kid, I loved the Wizard of Oz, but that forest seems like a dead version of that film. Except there's no fun, there's no music, there's nothing. Nothing but an eerie sense of dread as you go through that level. It was probably one of the best levels. Because it just feels like you're not supposed, because you're supposed to go there to land at the ruins and pick up a lost piece of the map, but it feels like as you're going to that, it feels like you're not supposed to be there. It feels like after you pick up, and the best part is every time I picked up a piece of the map there, I always had this feeling is that something in that forest that saw me done that is coming after me for doing that, for landing on their ruins and taking a part of their treasure. So I always just hauled ass after I landed there and completed the mission. I never looked back. It was probably one of my favorite missions because it was Sky Odyssey is probably one of my favorite games because I feel like it plays with your emotions. The game does an amazing job of immersing you in just with the music. Now the world itself, now as a kid looking at it, yes, it did immerse me as a kid, but looking at it now, I think what the game needs is not just an overhaul on the graphics, of course, because of course graphics are going to be made better, but I think the atmosphere needs to be more modernized. Because I really wish if this game does get remastered or remade, I really hope that some developer out there is able to take the original developer's concept and just build upon it. I'd love to see that level again, but maybe like just a little bit more where I can feel that same way I did when I was a kid. That's exactly what I want to feel.
Yeah.
That's the thing I love about remakes. These remakes that are coming out, and some of them, yes, I have not grown up with. I mean, I haven't really grown up with I love the Pro Skater remake. I mean, I haven't really grown up with them. But I think if there was ever a Sky Odyssey remake in something I'm talking about in my video, I feel like it'd be perfect for me because I love that game on a personal level. And getting to re-experience that game in new technology and the next gen experience would be very special to me. But that level still creeps me the hell out. Matter of fact, I still don't understand. I watched top scariest levels in games, and I don't know why that level's never brought up because that level is pretty creepy. Probably the fact that the weird thing is that of course you're the only airplane in the air, but the thing is that you're in this huge forest full of huge, insanely big trees, and the only way inside the forest is inside of a tunnel and a cave system. It doesn't sound that bad until you realize the cave starts. It feels as if the cave is closing in on you. And then the other thing is that you have to deal with falling rocks, and it just feels as the game is trying. That entire place is just trying to kill you. It's really intense. I really love that mission. But it's one of the missions that still would affect me as a kid, as adult now. I don't think I'll ever get over the creepy feeling of that mission. That's left a big impact on me on gaming. Is that there are all these childhood games I'll never forget. It's hard to say that about some of the current modern games, to be honest. I don't think there's really many modern games right now I can really say that I had a big personal impact on as much as the classic games I used to play. I'm not saying that they're bad, but just saying that I missed it. I miss when games would do that, drag you into its world and then immerse you so much into it. that's just my little thing about that level. Uh, that is pretty much my take on that. Anyway, I think we're pretty much done with the childhood games at this point. I think you guys have already came up with yours. Do you guys got any extra games you want to talk about before we go to our next topic?
I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
All I can talk about is board games, but other than I played Monopoly and Sorry. Sorry is the most boring game. I'm sorry.
All right. Now let's branch. All right. So our next topic. Let's branch into next generation gaming. Let's talk about the PlayStation 5 right now. So guys, what do you guys think about the PlayStation 5 after its reveal?
It looks like a Wi-Fi router.
It does, and actually, and I'll agree with someone we know. At one point, they mentioned that it looks like a textbook.
It's a textbook.
I actually like the design. I think it's a lot better than the PlayStation 4 design. Because I thought the PlayStation 4 design was just pretty. I mean, it was just slanted, and I have a PS4 Slim, and it's still just. It just looks pretty simplistic, and just doesn't really. I mean, it looks good, but just it's like there could have been more done. I like how the PlayStation 5 is really expanding itself at this point.
Now, ladies, let me ask you this, okay? Let me just say this right now for PSA, y'all. Raise some money so we can help Mason get either that or just ask him to buy the PlayStation 5 for you so he can play over there at your house, girl.
Bro, I don't need no fundraiser, okay? I know I don't got the money for it, but I'll soon be
Let's
getting
start a
money.
Kickstarter.
Oh, dude, guys, I need you to donate to my OnlyFans so I can get a PS5.
That
I'm
would be
not
funny
desperate
as
for a
shit,
PS5.
man.
I'll be honest, dude. I mean, I'm gonna wait, honestly, because we're about to get into the next topic. Why I'm not gonna buy one right now. But first off, just I want to know you guys' thoughts on the reveal. You know, what's your guys' thoughts on the price? You know,
Outrageous.
It's all outrageous.
all right. Hold on. Let's talk about. Okay, now we got PS5. All right, hold on. Let's talk about Xbox. Let's talk about both of them. Okay, so we got the Series X and we got the PlayStation 5 disc drive version, and then now we also have the Xbox Series Series S, which is the cheaper model, but you still get the next gen gaming, but for $300. What do you guys think about the price comparisons and just both in general?
I mean, I don't know, man.
Well, how much does it run?
The PS. Okay, so the Xbox Series X, of course, is their top line model. Of course, that's going to be $500. However, Microsoft is offering the Xbox Series S at $300, and you still get the next gen gaming, but at the cost of some tech inside of it. So you may not get the full 4K. You might get 4K, but you might not get the full, next gen experience. But you do get a cheaper model, and you'll still be able to play the next gen experience. However, you do get it at a good price point of $300, which is pretty affordable for most people on a budget. However,
Yeah.
the thing I like now, I have both consoles, so I'm not really signing off any other consoles because I dip my toes in all kinds of gaming. So because I have played PC, I played Nintendo, I have played Sony, and I played Microsoft. Honestly, gaming is gaming. Honestly, to me, so. But Sony is offering the PlayStation 5 Digital Edition only $100 less. However, the thing is that if you can't afford the $500 version, the PS5, even if you buy the digital version, you still get the next gen experience, so you're not missing out on anything. if you buy an Xbox Series X, yes, it's powerful, but you're gonna miss out on the full next gen experience if you didn't buy a Series X. That's why I feel like, to be honest, I would probably go for the PlayStation 5, just on my side, because it's like, well, I like both consoles. There's some games on the PS5 I'm pretty excited for. There's games on the Xbox I'm pretty excited for, but I'm gonna go for the PS5 because there's a couple games on there, of course, like Gran Turismo 7 I'm excited for. And then, of course, maybe sooner down the line, I may go and buy an Xbox Series S, something like that, when I get the chance. But I stick with one right now and then experience that. Now that we know the price, okay, so let's talk about the shit show that happened. It's pretty much a lot of people are talking about it. So Sony's came out and recently stated that they were originally gonna have pre-orders on the 17th, 16th, something like that. However, retail stores started releasing the consoles pre-orders early, and it was a complete mess. What do you guys think about it? Because I know a lot of people are talking about this.
Yeah, the pre-order stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know.
they literally, like, Sony messed up on the pre-order, and all
They ordered it too soon, right? They put it out too soon.
the retailers, there was not good communication. The retailers put the pre-orders early and started allowing pre-orders early, and a lot of people who were put off guard, who thinking it was going to be tomorrow, didn't get a PlayStation 5, while other people who caught onto it started pre-ordering the crap out of them, and they're completely sold out now.
Wow. Like, just one thing. Lack of communication.
Yeah. From what I heard is that Sony and these other retailers had a pretty bad lack of communication because Sony was afraid it was going to get leaked, but the retailers are pretty confused, so they just completely just decided, hey, we have a PlayStation 5, come and pre-order. And
wow,
yeah,
that's crazy. Like, I just say next time, be better prepared for the unexpected.
that's why I'm glad. That's why I'm glad I'm saying, like, I don't have enough money to buy it right now, because if I did, I probably wouldn't even. I still wouldn't have one, because people would have gotten theirs pre-order.
Well, I just have one thing to say to you, sir. Get a sugar mama.
Oh, new sugar mama.
Hey, girl.
Don't worry, I get a good check of money on every year from my grandma that passed away. So
Aww.
I use some of that to buy a PlayStation 5 and put the rest for saving up for my next car I want to get.
Oh, nice. Nice. You're an only
I'm
child?
gonna go for a disc drive PS5 because I still like to have physical games.
Oh, nice. You're an only child?
Yeah, pretty much only child. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Me
Nice.
too.
Oh, nice.
And then of course, you know, I like both consoles. I'm not really a fanboy of either console, honestly. I don't really care if the console says Sony or Microsoft. As long as the games on there are good, that's all I care about. So, of course, I will own the PS5 first, and then maybe year, 2 year, something like that down the line, whenever the you can get a Xbox Series X or Series S for a little bit cheaper, I may go get one, and then the way I can experience both spectrums of these new consoles.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, I'm just gonna decide. I'm just gonna stick with PS5 right now because I really hope they didn't change the way you stream on those games. Hopefully, because I really like the broadcasting on PS4.
Yeah.
I think though what they need to fix though is the chat.
Apparently, according to a certain source, apparently it's not PS4 compatible.
Yeah. Well, actually, the PlayStation 5 is going to be 99% PS4 compatible, except for PS3, PS2, and PS1 games.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Everybody's just coming up with different things. First we have the Apple Watch, then the iPad Air.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I saw the iPad Air.
Ah,
Man, I can't believe.
no iPhone this year, guys. No iPhone this year.
No.
What?
No new
Come
iPhone.
on.
No new iPhone. And by the way,
Another thing that we're not gonna get anymore is the 3DS.
exactly. The 3DS, it has been discontinued.
Yep. So, if you want to, you can go get a used one, but they're not gonna be making any more new ones.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, unless if you want to unless you want to get a box and make an imaginary one.
I mean, I don't really know anyone really right now that wants to buy a new 3DS, really honestly, because the Switch is out and
Oh,
Nintendo's supporting the Switch right now.
that one's been all the craze. Ooh, you know what? Which one we did not touch base on? The Wii.
Oh yeah, the Wii.
My nephew, he used to have one, and he used to play the bowling game. I like that one.
Oh yeah, the Wii bowling.
Yeah.
All the memes of that. all the memes was my favorite.
And they remember that whole Xbox One craze.
See, my thing was which is last generation, I went with Xbox One, and then later on, like, I actually didn't get my PS4 until let's see, 20 pretty much last night. New Year's Eve of 2019, December. That's when I got my PS4. I got my Xbox One and when they came out around 2014, 2015. So I didn't really actually play PS4. I didn't start playing PS4 until like 2019.
Damn.
Yeah. And by the way, guys, I know it's a little off topic before we go, but Miss WAP is filing for a divorce.
Wait, what?
Cardi B.
And Offset are filing for divorce.
Miss WAP. Miss WAP girl. The one that likes to sing that nasty song. Ugh.
Yeah, don't say on stream, please. Don't.
No, I'm not going to. But he's filing for divorce.
Jeez.
Oh my god, man! Of course, because she's a hoe.
Oh wow! I broke.
Well, if that doesn't wrap any more topics, I think we had a lot of fun talking about our childhood games.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, thank you so much. And guys, make sure you subscribe to Mr. Dirt Mason. And when you do,
Subscribe to Lennon's Kitchen. Subscribe to iPokes.
And select the word all. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what you think. And we'll see you guys next time.
I'll see you guys later. I got a video. I'm working pretty hard on it right now. I got to do some recording, but you guys know when you'll catch it when you guys see it. So I'll see you guys in the next Mason Effect. See you guys.